Hey guys, hello everyone. Welcome back to Let's Chemist YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss alcohol's most important NCERT reactions. I have picked up your NCERT also. Okay, so I'm gonna refer this NCERT and then start. Okay, so the very first reaction is your Kolb's reaction, which is frequently asked in boards. Okay, if you take past year papers, okay, every year a 2-mark question has come from this. It's a must-do topic. So what is Kolb's reaction? Okay, you take phenol. To this phenol we add NaOH. We're going to get sodium phenoxide. To this when I add CO2, carbon dioxide under H2 or H plus, you are going to get salicylic acid. Okay, this is called as salicylic acid. Okay, so this is our Kolb's reaction, that when we add, this is phenol, when we add NaOH we get sodium phenoxide. Okay, this is the adduct, you can say, and this is phenol. Okay, so these are the reagents. This is salicylic acid. People get confused between salicylic acid and salicylaldehyde. Salicylic acid, right? Remember this. Whenever you see this group with phenol, this is called salicylic acid. The IUPAC name given in your NCERT is 2-hydroxybenzoic acid. An important MCQ you need to know. Okay, so this is all about Kolb's reaction. Okay, let's move forward. The next important reaction which we have is the Riemer-Tiemann reaction. Okay, so this is again most important. Riemer-Tiemann reaction. Okay, from here also if you take any previous year, 2018, 2020, 2019, every year 2-mark question has come. Very important. Okay, so what do? Again we take phenol, same as your Kolb's. Okay, we take phenol. To this we add aqueous NaOH under CHCl3. This is chloroform. Okay, we are going to get a adduct again, which is like this. This is called as benzyl chloride. You add NaOH again. So once you add NaOH, what is going to happen is this OH, O minus Na plus. Okay, and the moment you add NaOH, this is going to become CHO. Okay, so this Cl2 will go and the OH comes, that becomes CHO, and say further hydrolyze. Okay, hydrolysis. Okay, it can be done under acidic or water medium. So whenever you add water, it's called as hydrolysis. So when I do hydrolysis, you are going to get salicylaldehyde. So salicylaldehyde, the aldehyde means the CHO group has to be there. So CHO and OH. Okay, so this is called as salicylaldehyde. Please make a note of this. I hope you all have made a note. So if you study these 2 reactions, your 5 marks are pakka in your board exams. Okay, so next important reaction is which normally comes up in your exams is oxidation of phenol. Okay, oxidation of phenol. Okay, so what do? Okay, so we again take phenol. You are going to add oxidizing agents. Okay, like you can add H2SO4, Na2, Cr2O7, or you can also add K2Cr2O7. Okay, this will give me a compound like this. This is called as diketones. Okay, remember that. Okay, maybe you'll make a mistake here. Please remember that there is no benzene ring inside. Okay, just two parallel double bonds are there, one ketone above and one ketone below. Diketones, also called as benzoquinones. You can make a note of this. I hope you all have noted this. Let's move forward to the next very important reaction, which is frequently asked in our board exams. Okay, the next one is regarding your ethers, which is our Williamson synthesis. Or you can say Williamson's reaction. Okay, I am using a short form for reaction as RXN, so don't get confused. Okay, this term RXN means reaction. So what does it say? It says you take any RX alkyl halide, you are going to add RONA. Okay, RONA, you all know oxygen has lone pair with negative charge. Sodium always is a electropositive metal ion. When they both react, okay, you are going to get ROR plus NaX, where X can be chlorine or bromine. Okay, so many people get confused. Remember this reaction. How you can remember this? Remember it like a single displacement reaction. Okay, a single displacement reaction. So it's just like Rx and RONA is there. They just exchange the position. Okay, so this R goes and combines with this ROR, and this Na comes and combines with this X. So this is your ether plus NaX. Okay, here we cannot use fluorine because fluorine is highly reactive. It is so vigorously reactive that it can catch fire, and we also cannot use iodine because it is very slow in reaction. Okay, that's why we only make use of chlorine or bromine. Okay, please make a note of this as well. Most important reaction every time asked in your board exams. Okay, now there is a subpart to Williams. Okay, this is a main reaction. There is a subpart. Okay, I hope you all can see. Okay, there is a subpart in this reaction that this is very important. ROR plus HX will give you RX plus ROH. Okay, and further ROH plus HX will give you Rx plus water. So this is not a name reaction, but this is a conceptual reaction. This is not a name reaction, it's just an application of your Williamson's reaction. That is, you take any ether, you are adding it to a hydrogen halide. Again, a displacement reaction occurs. You end up getting the alkyl halide and the alcohol. Now what you do, you take in the same alcohol, you add some excess of hydrogen halide, you end up getting some excess of alkyl halide plus water. Okay, frequently asked for 1 mark or 2 mark in your exams. Please make a note of this also. Okay, so I hope you all have made a note of this. Okay, let's move forward now. Now we'll talk about phenol. Okay, in phenol also we have preparation of phenols. Those come as name reactions. Okay, so I told you all the important reactions related to alcohols. In alcohols there are no important reactions. Basically I told you about phenols and ethers. Let's move back to phenols again. We will discuss preparation of phenols. Okay, so now we are going to discuss preparation of phenols, the most important part. Okay, so first is how do you prepare phenol? The first is you take chlorobenzene. Okay, you are going to add NaOH. You can also add KOH. 623 Kelvin, 300 atmosphere pressure, you end up getting phenol. Okay, this is one of the most famous conversions asked. Okay, in your board exams there are 2 to 3 marks given. Convert the following. So they normally ask convert chlorobenzene to phenol. Please mention aqueous. Okay, otherwise you will lose marks. If you don't mention aqueous, you will lose marks. Aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH is giving you phenol. Next one. Okay, next one is how can we convert aniline to phenol. Okay, so aniline, we take aniline. To this aniline we add NaNO2 and HCl. Okay, what we end up getting is your benzene dihalide, diazonium halide, sorry. So N2Cl. You heat it with warm water. Okay, it should be warm. You end up getting phenol again. Okay, so the first reaction is you take chlorobenzene, you add NaOH or KOH also you can add, aqueous, 623 Kelvin, 300 atmosphere, you end up getting phenol. This is reaction 1. Okay, second is you take aniline, you add NaNO2 under HCl, you get this compound called as benzene diazonium halide, you add warm water, you again end up getting phenol. Okay, the next most important is your Cummins process. So now let's see what is Cummins process. It is also a part of preparation of phenols only. This video is going to be a bit longer, so just stay tuned. If you like this video, do hit that like button also as well. Okay, so next is from cumene. So cumene looks like this, very simple structure. We take benzene. Okay, we have a CH3. This is cumene. Okay, to this cumene you add oxygen or you're oxidizing it. So what happens is you get a oxidized structure. You get this, and again when you add warm water, this means heat. Okay, this is the symbol which we use to represent heat in chemistry. Okay, you end up getting phenol plus acetone, and the chemical formula for acetone is CH3CO CH3. So this is preparation of phenol. So there are actually 4. Okay, as per in your NCERT there are 4. First one is from haloarenes, which I discussed, chlorobenzene. Second is from diazonium salt, I discussed just before aniline. And the third one is cumene, you can see here. The fourth one is from benzene sulfonic acid, but that is not asked. So this is part 1. If you like this video, do hit that like button and subscribe to Let's Crack Chemistry channel. Check out the playlist appearing. Okay, I have made episode 1 of this introduction. Okay, this is episode 2. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching this video. We are going to refer NCERT because for chemistry, don't go anywhere. Refer only NCERT textbook. Okay, thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.